I am on a quest to play every Nintendo 64 game ever. Today, we're diving... Is that Pokémon Puzzle League for the Nintendo 64? Before we begin, I have to give a shout out to my man, Azura Wind 96, for getting me this cartridge. You're 10 out of 10. Pokémon Puzzle League is a game I never rented from Blockbuster, because I thought, why would I want to play a puzzle Pokémon game? I want to see Pokémon murder each other. It's not a big deal, I must not have missed out on much. What?
Hello, Ash. I have an important message for you.
Ash and Pikachu race to Pokémon
Let's
Puzzle
go!
League Village.
I have watched a little over 500 episodes of the Pokémon anime, and I never knew this secret episode existed.
Congratulations, you won a Thunder Badge!
Thunder Badge! A Thunder Badge! Pokemon Puzzle League throws the player into the Pokemon anime. You get to witness Ash Ketchum battle all the wonderful characters from the 4Kids anime, which you know is a treat.
Oh, and my name is Caesar Salad.
It is beyond nostalgic to see all these beloved characters in an actual game. I feel like they're always left out, at least in the spin-offs I've played. But maybe it's for the best because I had an existential crisis when I sat down and thought about how long ago the anime actually aired. Couple of quarter-life crisis with a viewing of Pixar's Soul, and you got yourself a long night of reflection, baby. This video will still be up long after my death. Thousands of years from now, it will still exist somewhere. How do I appeal to that audience? What will comedy be like in 4783? Growing up with the Pokemon anime shaped me into who I am today. A nerd that got bullied in school. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't get bullied because I hid the fact that I went home after school and watched 5 to 10 Pokemon episodes a day. What really impresses me about Pokemon Puzzle League is that they got the original voice actors for all these characters. It's possible that these lines are directly pulled from the anime, but either way, it bumps this game up to an automatic 10 out of 10. Review's over, that's it. This game's perfect. What the f*** is that? My favorite part of this entire game are the Pokemon cries.
Alakazam!
Voltorb, Voltorb.
Arcanine, are you okay? Wait a minute! Why the fuck are there only 46 Pokemon in my Pokemon game? I am so sick of this shit, Game Freak. Stop being so fucking lazy and add all 800 plus Pokemon. I've never caught them all in my life before, but I'm going to complain. Soggy ass grapes. There are several different game modes to try out in Puzzle League. Each one is pretty fun. Mimic Mansion, where you can practice with the second best anime character ever, Tracy. First being Brock, of course.
It's picking up something.
I bet I know what that is. A handsome guy detector.
The Time Zone is where you essentially survive until the time runs out. Marathon is a mode where you play endlessly. Puzzle University is where #1 Pokemon trainer Richie gives you various puzzles to solve. This one's not very fun. The Spa Service, which is a secret front for Team Rocket to steal Pokemon. It's essentially a side quest where you go against Team Rocket and eventually Butch and Cassidy.
Well, Jesse and James.
Hello, losers.
And then there's Professor Oak's lab, the tutorial mode, where babies go who can't play a puzzle game. I put in the most hours there. These are all fun little side modes. Except Puzzle University, that can go sit with muck, disgusting sludge. But the main attraction is the 1-player and 2-player stadium modes. 2 players to challenge your local friends in some puzzle action. And 1 player is, of course, the thick, juicy sirloin of the game. The campaign. The story follows Ash Ketchum, everyone's favorite, naive, enthusiastic 10-year-old.
This camera is my life. Get yourself a new life.
He gets news of a puzzle league and sets out to be the very best, like no one ever was, as all 10-year-olds do. Ash goes against the original 8 gym leaders, Team Rocket, Tracy, Gary, Richie, the homie who mopped the floor with his blood at the end of Indigo League, and the Elite Four. And by Elite Four, I mean Elite 2, because it's literally only Bruno and Laura Lee. Laurelli? I'm so sorry, I can never pronounce her name. Bruno is the last challenger you fight, not Lance. This is Lance Erasure. Fuck! According to the GameFAQs cheat page that I used, at the end of the story, if you're playing on Super Hard, which is unlocked from beating Very Hard, you get to go against Mewtwo! That's really cool! Too bad he's literally impossible to beat, and I used a cheat to get this footage.
You cheated not only the game, but yourself.
I consider myself to be pretty decent at this game, but Super Hard was literally designed to drag you by the Pokeballs. Pokemon Puzzle League follows a simple puzzle formula identical to Tetris Attack, or as the high society elites call it, panel de pon. The gameplay is simple. Connect 3 or more in a row and bam! Whoever fills up their screen first is a big old loser.
Loser? Oh.
This plays a lot like another puzzle game I know very well. Thankfully I can play Pokemon Puzzle League without any shame.
What's going on in there?
It's also like Candy Crush, I guess. That's a less spicy example. There are 2 options to play this in. 2D and 3D. 2D plays so well. This is the definitive panel de pon on the N64. As for the 3D version, well, let's just say it smells bad. 3D makes it so you can't see every possible move on one screen. You have to scroll around to find potential moves, and you can only tell potential danger zones through low quality silhouettes in the background. It's a disaster. I despise this. It's unnecessary. It's confusing. It's not fun. Unlike Metroid, there are just some things that don't translate well to 3D, and this is one of them. Maybe I just don't get this 3D puzzle trend. Maybe I'm just too old to understand. Oh, that quarter-life existential crisis is hitting hard! Pokemon will outlive everyone, and we will never be able to truly catch them all. My biggest issue with the gameplay is kind of a nitpick. At the beginning of every match, you get the opportunity to pick a Pokemon. As Ash, you can pick either Pikachu, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle. You would think that this might actually change up the battle a little bit by maybe adding type advantage, or adding some sort of layer to the puzzle, but nope! They only exist for incessant screeching while playing.
Hypno.
Voltorb.
Squirtle.
Boom.
I love my Gen 1 babies. I love my Zubat, my Squirtle, my Vulpix. Oh, they're so beautiful. I'm super nostalgic towards Gen 1 of Pokemon. It was my first exposure to Pokemon. But that doesn't mean I want to hear these beautiful creatures screaming at me while I play Puzzle League. Also, a quick sidebar, loving these babies doesn't mean I'm a Gen 1er. Quite honestly, the Gen 1 games are a steaming pile of garbage, and Gen 1ers are like raccoons. Stop it! Get away from there! Go! Shoo! One of my best friends is a huge Gen 1er. Sorry, Adam. I appreciate Gen 1, but Gen 5 is just too perfect. Do you know what isn't Garbaggio, though? The music. I don't know how many 90s babies we have in the audience, but if you grew up with the album To Be a Master, you had the best childhood. That's not even subjective. It's fact. Fact! Pokemon Puzzle League believe that as well, because their entire soundtrack is the To Be a Master album in the N64 sound font. It's quite honestly the one thing I never knew I needed in my drab and unfulfilling life. Why do we spend our whole lives searching for a way to make a meaningful impact on the world when our achievements will be forgotten in 200 years or less? This game has got it all. Viridian City. Together forever.
Together forever, no matter how long, from now until the end of
time. Even the main theme.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
The music is beyond phenomenal, and now has become one of my personal favorite N64 soundtracks ever, simply because the nostalgia KOs me so hard, you can't even revive me at a Pokemon Center. Wait, doesn't that mean I'm dead? Nice! If you didn't grow up with objectively the best music ever composed, you probably won't care for the music. But to those early Pokemon babies, it cuts deep. Oh, it cuts so deep, It's so wonderful, it makes my heart so happy. Pokémon Puzzle League was a delightful surprise. It's a fantastic and thrilling skin of Tetris Attack, the best on the console. The game is filled to the brim with nostalgia and feels like an actual episode straight out of the anime. It's satisfying in almost every aspect. Almost. If I were to review this in the 90s, I would give it an extraordinary 8.5 out of 10. A brilliant game. Fantastic. And if I were reviewing it in the modern day, which I am, I would give it a 7 out of 10. The references will be lost on the younger generation, and there are better and more convenient places to play this style of game. But if you ever want to bust out your old N64 and pop in this puzzle puppy, you won't be disappointed. This game is great. F*** you, 3D mode.